particular. Uh, and I went to, the Ibrahimi Mosque in Hebron. I'm sure you're familiar with. I mean, the place where 1994 the settler killed 29 people there. Uh, the consequences were not really equally, shared by everybody. To say formulated carefully. The victims had to pay, the price, not the settlers. Forget about that for a second. But then to see soldiers in the mosque, with their boots, is somebody really hurting? Because, I mean, holy places, whether it's a synagogue, whether it's a church, whether it's a mosque, whatever it is, are holy places for those who believe. And again, I remind you, I'm secular. But for those who believe it's holy, we have to respect it. The same is true, of course, the other way around. By the way, I mean, as you know, I'm of Turkish origin. I criticize Turkey harshly, for their policy vis-à-vis their religious minorities. When I go to Turkey, I always visit the Greek Orthodox Patriarch, who unfortunately does not get the treatment that he got during the Ottoman period, in the Republican years, which is a shame for Turkey. And it's completely unacceptable. The same is true for the Armenian sides, and for a long time Turkey tried to, make them disappear so that nothing reminds people that they used to live there. This is the opposite of what should happen. We should all be aware that we live in multicultural societies, and that's not something evil or bad. It makes us richer. Now let me jump to Europe. One of the things where European politicians immediately agrees, that is the end of multiculturalism. They disagree on a number of issues, but when it comes to describe the end of multiculturalism, whether it's Mr. Cameron, whether it's Mr. Sarkozy, President Sarkozy, whether it's Chancellor Merkel, they agree multiculturalism is dead. For us Greens, we don't share this view, obviously. For us, it's also a matter of description. What do you mean by multicultural society? Of course, we do not want a society where we live next to each other without knowing each other. Of course, we need joint rules. We need constitutions. We need, equal rights for everybody. That's for sure. We need to share languages that we can communicate. In some countries, you have more than one language. That's not the topic, but it would be false to say that. And I'm very proud that the Green Party in Germany always took clear positions, independent from whether it's popular or not. Vis-à-vis refugees, vis-à-vis immigrants, vis-à-vis multicultural society. We did that even in years when it was not at all popular. And I think that's part of the explanation why people vote for us and trust us. The current situation, to make a long story short, is, well, in a way, the society has changed, but of course we also have changed over the years. But the most important example I could give you is the nuclear question in Germany. When we started, we were practically the only party against nuclear power plants. Then we convinced the Social Democrats over the years. When we had the Red-Green coalition in Germany, we decided to, over a long period, step by step, close the nuclear power plants. We made such a deal with the electricity companies. Then we lost the election. The new government decided, to go back to the old days and gave the nuclear power plant companies another 12 years of lifetime for each nuclear power plant average. Then Fukushima happened, and the same government decided, this time even to go further than we as Red-Green coalition went, which is really bizarre. So this was a big success for us. Although we're not in government, we managed to do that in opposition. People said, wow, now your big topic is gone. What will you do from now on? Do you have any more topics? Well, I'm not concerned with that, because now starts another big battle and another big debate, that is switching from nuclear to renewables, to energy efficiency, and to saving energy. And we're working hard to make the Green Party the party who is, the kind of, how how can I say, taking the flag and moving ahead with that debate. And you've been in Kiel, you saw what we tried to do there. We invited, for instance, small and medium-sized companies and their representatives. Why did we do that? Because we believe they're the ones who benefit most from, switching from coal energy, nuclear power plants, where only a few benefited, to, having decentralized